Hello and welcome again, third time's the charm, to a new Let's Play. A game from my childhood, Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer, also known as Ripto's Rage, which is the original title, because it's an American game technically, so yeah. Which is why the fricking PSN, even though it's PAL version, decided, oh, we'll display it as the PAL version, but it's actually the American version. So don't get nostalgic when the title pops up and, and stuff. Still, it's a game from my childhood. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I have a love-hate relationship with recording because it doesn't record properly. Seriously. Look at that. You can't play on the PSP. You can play this. There we go. On the PSP and the PS Vita, but you can't. For the Spyro games. There is one that's bundled all free. Maybe that one works. But I wouldn't want to play it on the PSP because, well, you'll see as this LP develops, this game can make me rage quite a bit. I just know when I click on this button, it is going to stop the recording because it doesn't seem to like the titles. Wait for it. Any second now. Any second now. Oh yeah, it's not even recording it at all. The image is just blanked out. It's copy protected. Sony Computer Entertainment is like, oh no, we can't have you doing that. No, we don't want our company's logos. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop recording now because I saw it. It actually does show the game. So a moment as I hit the record again. Okay, let's see if this will work now. It went into demo mode! That's not acceptable. See, this is a clusterfuck to start. All because it was like, when the game started up, it was like, oh no. And that guy was like, oh no. Ripto's Rage. Seriously, I don't know what, I don't think it's ever done that for any other game. Like, I remember having trouble back in the day, like, getting the capture card to capture the Wii, but I've never had this issue with the PlayStation before. And this is just for the opening credits? Is that it? I don't get it. Let's create a block. We already hit a roadblock. Now let's get in here. In the world of dragons. This is the first game I played in the series, so none of this had any relevance to me. This is actually referencing the first game.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores. Yeah, I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparx? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Fantastic opening. And I disagree with you, Spyro. It's been nothing but sun and heat these days. It's freaking just way too much.
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto angrier.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
You saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, teeth like this, and they spit fire like this. Puh, puh. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
And it's disappointing.
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the... beach?
Man,
Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
the eyes, man.
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that pussycat?
Well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me. A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons! Ah! Ow! Crush! Kill it! Kill it!
How the fuck did he eat that?
Go! You imbecile! You ate my scepter!
Looked like he was about to eat him too.
I'll deal with you later!
We wouldn't really have much of a game if he did, of course.
Who is that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
The adventure begins. God, I'm already just like, as soon as I start the LP and I'm just like, I'm not sure about this, but I really want to LP this. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell. I already feel awkward. It's always awkward. Anytime I start an LP, it doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's a game I like or, well, I wouldn't LP a game if I didn't like it. Well, Casper begs to differ on that one, didn't it? But it's just always awkward. The first part's awkward, and then you kind of get into the game, you know, LP wise, and then it starts to all come together or fall apart as we get to some of the more challenging bits.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
You know, this is Glimmer, right? And, you know, the PAL version is called Gateway to Glimmer. And technically, we did have a Gateway to Glimmer. That's how we arrived in Avalar, wherever the fuck here. Just like, I feel like I'm dropping a few too many F-bombs too casually there. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking that. But, what was it? What am I trying to say here? My mind blanked out since I hit the record button. Typical. What was I gonna say? First impressions count, man. Anyone who stumbles upon a selfie is gonna be like, ah, this guy's shit.
If you can find my friend Twitchy, he'll reward you for helping us out.
Oh yeah. It's called the Gateway to Glimmer. We hate for a Gateway to Glimmer, but why call that the freaking tag for the whole freaking game? Ripto's Rage makes more sense. One of the cases where I'm like, okay, the American title actually makes the most sense this time around. I haven't played this in a while either. I'm gonna try to 100% it, which I've never done, which is going to cause a lot of rage. Not just Ripto's rage, but my rage. There are some challenges in this game that are just truly awful. And I've never beaten them all. I've gotten better than I was as a kid, but it still pisses me off, some of these challenges. This stage is a piece of piss, though. Also, I might as well explain some of the games. Just go right into it without, you know, really explaining anything. How does the game function? Just like, well, I expect you probably familiar with, but if you're not, you collect gems, you collect talismans, you collect these orb things, and you always get things like this in a level where Sparx, who is our life meter, will eat them. He will go blue if he gets hit, then green if he's hit again, and then he'll disappear if he gets hit again, and if you get hit without Sparx, you die. And those things have the butterflies, and you use them to heal Sparx, who is your life meter. And yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. It's easy to figure out if you just play the game. You kind of get a general idea. It's pretty easy to pick up and play. But not pick up and complete, that's for sure. It's much more of a pain in the ass.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she's asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress like this. means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
Basically a checkpoint system. Pretty straightforward. I mean, she already explained it and all. These enemies in this area aren't very smart. A lot of enemies aren't very smart in this game, but some are smarter than others. Particularly in some of the later stages, they get tougher. There are a variety of worlds in this game. Excuse me, sir.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. Looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
You can actually get up here without learning how to climb, which we don't get till World 2. Because each world has it's like a hub world. The second one, we will learn how to climb. But there is a way of getting up there. And there's also a way of getting across that bridge without talking to this guy. But I'm not gonna do those. But you can do that. There's ways of getting around that shit. Also, these big guys, you see a big enemy, you flame them. You can't charge him. Simple as that. And there are some enemies where you can only charge them and not burn them because they're immune to that shit. Also, this bugs me, this does. What is up with that? Is it that? Is it the shadow of that giant gem up there? No, you can actually double jump in this game, which is apparently a glitch, but I'm not 100% sure how it works. So don't expect me to be showing off any of that shit. Despite the fact I played this game in my childhood and recently as well, I don't know shit about glitches.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone is talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
No.
You'll have to pay up sooner or later. It's the only way across. I have to look after my, Avalar's financial well-being. You know.
You know, in Spyro 3, there are some NPCs where you can attack them and they'll actually react. They won't hurt them, but they will, like, jump on a spot and be like, whoa! But not in this one. Yeah, can't get across like that. There is a way of getting across, but I've only seen a video of someone doing it, but I've since forgotten, so it doesn't make a difference to me. If I could double jump, I could probably get up there as well. That's probably how you could get across, but again, I don't know how the double jump works. So, yeah, I'm just gonna play it the way the game makers obviously intended.
Back again, eh? And with plenty of treasure, I see. Would you like me to open the bridge? I won't even increase the price.
Open it.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again, when you have even more gems.
This guy's a reoccurring character through this game. You gotta play him a lot. And you know, I don't mind it. I mean, it does seem like this guy's calling us of all gems, but there's literally nothing to use the gem for. They're just kind of there. He's like the only reason why that gems aren't completely useless. But you can also avoid paying him half the time as well.
Still here? Why don't you help the gem cutters and they'll show you the way to Summer Forest?
Would have thought he'd say something else other than that. Just like, oh, so I can get some of the gems.
To get a good look around, hold down the triangle button. Try using triangle to look around this cave.
Already did that, Zoe. Have I even been hit once? I mean, this is an easy level, but still. the exit there, but I'm not going there. I'm going down here. Picking up all the gems I can find. Maybe I'll even pick up every gem in this level, which is supposed to be impossible. We have to, know how to climb, but oh, that'll give me shots. At least know how to kind of do that. Let's do this challenge first. I remember when I was replaying this game a while back, it made me realize just how bad the camera can be.
Great! The Superfly power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
So there are various challenges, some of them that involve these power-ups. It was like you gotta defeat enemies in the stage. Like each one of these will have like a set amount where you have to defeat a certain amount of enemies in order to clear it. Yeah, right there, see that? The camera gets stuck. This very spot made me realize like how bad the camera can be. If you're in certain spots, it will not work. And look, it's gone like that now as well. It's like, oh god, the camera can be a bitch. And there's one particular orb that you get that I've never been able to obtain because the camera is horrible and you gotta be fast. And it's just terrible. Let's enjoy the easier ones while they last. Just gotta flame these shitty things. I probably missed one because I was going the wrong area because I was thinking of this one. And it didn't even matter. I can't remember if this one gave me trouble as a kid or
Thanks for
not.
helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
Because, it's a very easy one, that. Our first orb. Might as well do that. If I can just, because if you go fast enough, you can actually get all the way to the area with the bridge with this. You can actually get all the way over there if you're quick enough, so you don't even need the ladder. I don't think I could make the jump from here, obviously, so, yeah. Screw it, I won't get all the gems in this one yet. Oh, because I don't know how to utilize glitches. And the double jump that I don't fully understand how it works.
Lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me. You can pick up a rock in your mouth by just walking up to it. To spit it out, press the circle button.
Uh-huh. Pretty easy. Hey.
Nice shooting. Follow me to the next lizard.
Don't interrupt my glides. Also, I'm not sure if the game's even mentioned it yet. But if you glide and press triangle, you kind of hover. So like some jumps you can only get via doing that.
You can spit pretty far, Spyro! See if you can spit all the way to that lizard!
The way these characters speak, though, man, just, well, I suppose it makes sense. They sound very cartoony and over the top. Easy as that. I don't think I'm supposed to be up here. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, there's gems up here, so of course we have to be up here. But you can't get in like that, but I think you can if you're fast enough. Where is he? What, he only just got here? You are very slow.
To hit that lizard up high, you'll have to aim. Press and hold the triangle button to aim. Then press circle to spit.
You've already told me all this, though. Clap, clap, clap. Gotta wait for this slow fool here. Where is he anyway? Or is there another one around here that he's already there? I have no idea. Where to go? It's the gem cutter guy. Gem cutter guy. Gem cutter guy. Did I just outspeed him so much that he got stuck somewhere? What the hell are you doing over here? Why doesn't he just come up here and just hand it over? Because I have to go up here anyway, probably. Just get a good aim. Come on, pick up the pace. Now we're all the way back at the start of the level. Easy. Ah, that didn't go well. First official fail. Get over there, you little shit.
A crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
Orb number 2.
You can have as many rocks as you like.
I'm not sure if there's any gems I'm missing around this area. Oh, yes, there is. Sneakily hidden. Can't get all the gems because I don't know how to utilize the glitches. But actually, I could. Without using glitches. Or maybe it can do glitch, I don't know. Just using that flying shit to get up there, because there's some... well, gems. I know there's still some out here somewhere. Man, I cannot go any higher than this. What the hell? Never noticed that. Spyro, seriously. I think I have to use the double jump again to go any higher than that. Maybe I'm thinking of a different level. So if you can't do that normally, then there can't be any gems on any of the roofs. Let's get this level over with.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude. This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar. Step through the portal next to me to go to Summer Forest.
Do I have to repeat myself?
Step through the portal.
I'm glad to see that it wasn't just me back in the day that does that, you know? Just like, gotta burn down each flag. The level's not complete until both flags have been destroyed.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi, I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
There are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
I, got a little lost.
Spyro's going to help us collect the talismans.
I am?
Yes?
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too, but I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Yeah, by lunch, well, it's one of those things with a game, isn't it? It's like, you can do hours, even days worth of gameplay, and not a day passes in the actual game. Just stuck in a single day the whole time. It's gotta be a long-ass day. Oh, Glimmer. Oh, that's where it came from, yes. So if you find these, they give you an instant extra life. If you see a blue butterfly occasionally after defeating the fodder that you find in, you know, levels, like sheep, for example. They drop butterflies, and sometimes it'll be blue, and that's when you get extra life as well. So yeah, nice. Nice little hub world, yeah. And what I find strange is all these characters. Like, she's right there, but as we advance further through this homeworld, characters seem to pop up all the bloody time. And by that I mean, Alora here could appear here, but can also appear in a different part of this place at the same time. It's weird. How do they teleport? And also these talismans kind of feel pointless, really. It's just a game kind of thing. It's like, no, in order to get to the boss, you need to collect them all. And then later on, it's like, oh, you remember the orbs you've been collecting occasionally? Well, those are actually important now, but that's only later on. And those actually make sense, you know? But, whatever. I like it. It's a nice game. You got all these worlds you go to, you collect the talismans, you collect the orbs, hidden levels, you get the gems, you get a few abilities throughout the game. Like in this particular hub world, we learn how to swim from money bags, spoilers, But we have to pay him, of course, because he always charges us quite a considerable amount of gems, and we don't have enough gems to learn how to swim yet. So there's quite a variety. It's one of those games, you know. It's just like it's quite immersive. It has a nice style to it, but it's also frustrating as all hell at times. Well, that's always the case when it comes to platforms, at least for me. They always have the same shit that pisses me off, such as camera can't turn. It's like the cameraman is just following him. It's like, I gotta, I'm best. Even Spyro looked like he's just like, what the hell are you doing, cameraman? You can't get around a tree. You see what I mean about the camera, though? If anything gets in the way of the camera, you can't turn it. And it can be a disaster if you're in a cramped area. But yeah. This cluster of a start aside. Welcome to Let's Play Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. A game from my childhood that made me rage. But I also loved it at the same time. One of those love-hate relationships. Like, if you've watched my videos a lot, you might have heard me mention Spyro before, but it was so bad back in the day when I raged at it that it was one of those games I had taken off me by my parents because I was raging so much at it. I don't rage as much as I did as a child, but this game will lead to some rage, but not yet, because it's all smooth sailing so far. Anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.